Hey kids, hey lambs, welcome back to the Hey Lamb podcast. I am your host, Matt, aka Treacle. Welcome back to my safe little place, my little space in the internet, in space and time and universe, wherever, where we get to geek out together about all things Mariah Carey. Thank you to everyone who is getting involved over on Instagram. It's at Hey Lamb Podcast. And also thank you to everyone who is enjoying a splash with me and supporting the podcast over on buymeacoffee.com/Hey Lamb. Cheers to everyone that is treating me to a splash. Of course, I'm sat here with a splash, but I don't think my guest is. It's morning over there in LA for Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hi, Lamb.
Welcome back to the podcast. Michael Alexander Music over on Instagram, kids. Go and get involved. Good morning, Michael. Thank you so much for joining me. It's like, what, 8 in the morning? Just after 8 for you?
Yeah, you know I don't get up this early. But anything for you, so I'm happy to be here.
Welcome back to the pod. It's been a minute. I think it's been a couple of months. I think it was episode 9 or 10. So you made the first 10. And here we are now, tickling 20. So it was time to bring you back. In fact, I said it to you on Instagram DMs a couple of weeks back. I want to get something in the diary, but the world is going back to normal. I'm busier with my actual day job now, and I'm finding it harder to get appointments in the diary, but I'm glad we managed to squeeze this in, even if it meant getting up extra early, but it's a little bit earlier for you, so really do appreciate it. How have you been? What's new?
Good. I have to say before I talk about me, well, this is still about me, but I had to take a flight home and a flight back, so 5 hours each way, and the podcast just was a lifesaver on those flights. I downloaded them beforehand and just like, it's like hanging with friends for that whole time up in the air. So we love the podcast, so I'm happy to be on again. But I'm good. I'm making it through. I'm, some obstacles in my way, but we're gonna rise above. So we're doing all right.
That is the attitude. I love the fact that you were traveling with the podcast. I love when people say, "Oh, I was on a." Well, actually, I think maybe you're the first person that told me they've listened to Hey Lamb on a flight. I get a few cars, or I get, I love it when people like stream the video version up on their TV and they tag me, or they tag at Hey Lamb Podcast on Insta or their TV screen, or I've seen it on people's car stereos and stuff. You might be the first person that at least I'm aware of that has flown the skies with the podcast. It's the only Mile High Club I'm part of. It's the only one. It's the only one. So, hey, I was thinking, what do we need to catch up with Michael about? Obviously, we know what we're going to talk about. But before we get in, I was like, what's happened since episode 9 or 10? And have we even spoken much about Somewhat Loved? Did we have a moment on Instagram talking about it? I can't remember. What are your thoughts?
I like it. I actually really love the whole album. I love a lot of the songs on it. Happily Unhappy by Toni Braxton. I knew the leaked demo. I actually sang it in college. So one of my favorite songs. Is that an old one?
I'm a bad lamb because I've only listened to Mariah's song. I haven't got around to the whole album. A little busy. So give me the standouts. What do I absolutely need to listen to? Toni Braxton, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, Happily Unhappy. I think it was originally recorded for her Libra album in like 2005.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I knew the leaked version, but I think they changed a few little things, but that's one of my favorites. Sounds of Blackness, Big Jim Wright, like that song, that's the first track. I love that. And then there's one other one I love, and then the Mariah song, but they're all good. I really like the album, but yeah, Somewhat Loved. I think, I love the intro. I'm always singing the beginning of it. It's great.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
It hasn't rocked my world, and it didn't end up on any playlists. It never made its way onto a playlist of mine. I have like a current thing, like what's new, and so it was on there for a little bit, but it's not like a playlist that I go to like, oh, that's my driving playlist, that's my workout playlist, that's my evening bedtime playlist. It didn't make it onto any of those. It was cute. Did you see the music video though? Did you see the lyric video?
Yeah, I think we did talk about that maybe. That was something.
It was a choice.
We can forget. We can remember, whatever you want to do with that. It was. That's all there is to say about it. But yeah, the song, I definitely find myself singing it more than listening to it. Like, I think it has catchy parts, but I don't know if the song is as cohesive as it could be. Like it's kind of jumpy to me with the parts, but
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I sing it, but I agree with you. It's not changing my life, but I like it.
And I agree with you, it is a bit jumpy. Some people like that variation within it, and it has different parts. But I don't know. For me, I think that takes me longer to get into it in
Yeah,
a song like that, because I found that with Infinity was like back and forth, and then there's the bridge and the middle eight, and I'm like, whoa, like I can't, my mind can't settle. And Mariah is quiet right now. She's
I know.
very quiet. Did you see just today that little thing with Monroe doing her first modeling thing, and
I
she's there as
did.
like little Mariah? Oh my gosh, how cute was that?
Wasn't that amazing? I mean, she looks like Monroe, but then there's so much Mariah. But then you're like, but then, is there some Nick? Is there what, who, because I always used to say Rocky looked like Mariah, but then I think Monroe looks more
I
like
was,
Mariah now. I
oh
don't
yeah,
know.
I always thought Monroe is baby Mariah,
Yeah,
and then Moroccan is baby Nick. I mean, especially when they were fresh and like,
yeah,
Moroccan and the forehead and everything, like hello. I was okay, you're on Nick's side of the sofa. But what I love about this moment with Monroe is it's not like overly done. It's not pushed,
yeah.
And she's just a kid at her age, and she's just wearing like what dungarees. It's like a back to school range, right? That's what it is.
Yeah,
I had a very quick. I've only watched it the once. Oh my gosh! There's a dragonfly within the vicinity. I've got my balcony open. A dragonfly has just entered the building. It's just behind my second. No, it's above me now. Okay, if you
better than a
see,
dragon though. Can
you
you
may see.
imagine?
Oh, just okay. I think I just caught
I
it on the
saw.
monitor behind me. Okay, there's a dragonfly around me, but we'll just continue. Okay, it's buzzing. So it's not like overly styled. She's just there being a beautiful, young girl in her, at
Yeah,
her age. But when you look at it, I'm like, they're not doing anything to her. They're not overstyling her in any way to make her look like Mariah. She's Mariah's daughter. She looks like
this does.
Mariah,
Yeah,
and she's just there giving like it's someday video realness, isn't it?
which is so funny because it's like, did Mariah approve that? We know she
Yeah,
hates someday.
yeah. Oh my gosh, for me, this dragonfly, if you got, okay, those of you watching the YouTube version, you'll see it. For me, that's quite loud. If you can hear it, Michael, let me know, and I'll
I
go with it a
can't
little.
hear it. No,
Do you
I
know
can
what?
see it fly behind you once in a while, but
You know what's happening during the first break? That fucker is going out the window. So yeah, that was a really unexpected moment, and it wasn't even like Mariah because it's Monroe and Mariah sharing it and stuff. In terms of stuff from Mariah, it's been quiet. I feel like
yeah,
she's cooking up something. Some we know she's got the Christmas project to be working on and things,
yeah,
but I don't know. Loverboy had its 20th anniversary, and nothing
nothing.
happened from Mariah. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been absolutely dead set that we're having something for Glitter's 20th
Yeah,
anniversary, not the vinyl, because friends of the pod, Omer, told us, don't get upset when
yeah,
there's no Glitter reissue on vinyl. But I thought something, but Loverboy, even if it's just Loverboy,
yeah.
even if it's just Loverboy, put out. I know we're done with MC30, but do like a Glitter 20. Just give us an EP, something. I'm still holding on to hope there will be something for Glitter. And you know what? If Mariah does it, then I sure damn will here on the pod. I'm going to get a group together and maybe that's like a little mini series. Maybe we'll have to do like a couple of episodes, a two-parter or something, and just get some lambs together and just enjoy the music and talk about the album, talk about the movie, because it is
Yeah.
we're now officially in Glitter's 20th anniversary era. Loverboy was released over 20 years ago now, 20 years in a few days, and Mariah is quiet. I think we're gonna get like a merch drop or something on
Yeah.
social media. What do you think?
Funny, I just looked yesterday on the store and I was like, I just had a feeling, I'm like, I wonder if there's something on there that, sometimes people find the before it's like released. I was like, I wonder. I got that feeling too. And there's just so many remixes to Loverboy that I love.
Mm,
It would be great to have them on streaming. So there's so much she could do. But yeah, the eerie quiet is, I
yeah.
hope it's good news. I hope it's a good quiet.
Yeah, because you get a little bit nervous. If I'm busier
Yeah.
with work these days, as I said, so I'm not on social media as much as I was. So then it all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's been like 5 days. It's been a week since anything from Mariah. Was before we were like 2 days and we were like, hello, where are you? What's going on? Because she was quite active. But
Yeah.
if she's quiet, she's in the kitchen, she's cooking up something.
Or she's getting, wonderful family time that she needs to herself, and that's great too. But yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully she has a feast prepared, but we're happy for her either way.
Even if even if there isn't anything new until Christmas, okay, maybe if glitter's in the bin and there's nothing until Christmas, well, hello, we're here in late July. It's gonna roll around. November is
Yeah.
practically around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Today we are going to be chatting about skits. And when you were in my diary, like, let's get back together, I was like, what should we talk about? What should we talk about? And actually, this was a really great idea of yours. And what I love about it is I've not done the research. You have done the research, and you're going to throw things at me. So you have prepared, as I understand it, a list of moments, skits, comedy moments, and I love these things because Mariah gets to get her personality across. So what we're
Yeah.
going to do, I guess, is just work through this list. I mean, before we get stuck in, I mean, how did the idea come to you, or what made you think of it? Because I love that as a concept, loving that concept.
Well, I'm obsessed with Bianca, so I was trying to think of a way that we could talk about Bianca. So I was like, oh, there's so many Bianca skits, and I was like, let's do the skits. So this is not shady moments. This is not Mariah being naturally funny. These are specific projects or interviews that are comedy based, I would say. And then there was just so many I forgot about. I mean, I didn't have a ton of time to research, so I'm sure we're forgetting stuff, and I don't have information like this person directed this. So we're just gonna have fun and talk about it.
Yeah,
And
we're just
bring
going
up
to
some-
remind
yeah.
ourselves and enjoy them. And I wonder which ones. And actually, you have sent me the list because there are, I mean, it's wonderful because I'll get to, if I don't remember it, I get to click the link. I've got a YouTube link from you for certain ones and things so I can remind myself. So, but you know what? It's already time to take a very quick break, actually. So we'll
Don't
get
touch.
stuck in. We'll get stuck into this list. It's okay, we're taking the break slightly early, Michael, but I thought we'd do it now, and then we'll get stuck in. So I'm going to deal with this dragonfly, and you get ready with that list, Michael. We will get stuck into it right after this break. Thanks for listening to Hey Lamb, guys. I hope you are enjoying it. If you are, you can leave me a little tip. You can buy me a drink over on buymeacoffee.com. It is a great way to show your support to your favorite creators by buying them a drink. Simply head over to buymeacoffee.com/heylamb and you can tip me with a little drink. Cheers. And we are back, and so is my dragonfly. Michael got to enjoy a little scene there. Me trying to... I opened all the windows. I actually saw it go out the balcony door, but something in here must smell nice because it's back. So bear with.
Yeah, it was quite the skit. I mean, it was perfect
It was-
for the theme today.
There you go. Gave you my own little scare. Literally running around chasing it with my Mariah pride fan. Oh, anyway, I don't want to kill it. Literally, it's right there on the wall. It is right there, shaking its ass at me. Go! Oh! Hang on! It's on a window. It's on a window frame. Go! Go away! Oh, right, that's it. Okay, right. Gone. Smacked
I
it with
feel
the
like
curtain.
I'm in an interview with Bianca right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's literally clinging onto the window and I'm like, go away. So I had to smack it with the curtain. Okay, right. I am dragonfly
No dragonflies were
free.
hurt during this recording, though.
No, if it were a butterfly, I would have let it be. I would have been at peace with that. It would have been symbolic. But a dragonfly, not in this podcast. No, thank you. Michael, let's
All right.
crack into your list. Where shall we
All right.
begin? What's on your list of Mariah skits? Let's do this.
Okay, I'm starting off with Lovers and Haters. Do you remember this? From
Ooh,
the
I-
Adventures of Mimi DVD tour
Oh,
DVD.
oh! In the you say restroom, bathroom. We say bathroom in the restroom. Yes. Oh my
So
gosh,
there's
talk
three
us through it.
sections. So the first section is bringing the dog into the club, wearing her
Mm-hmm.
sunglasses, and there's a table of haters where they are, oh my goodness, I can't even believe they let her walk around in public. And what does she bring a dog to a club? And Mariah's just smiling, and she can hear everything they're saying. And
Yeah,
then
she's like
as
talking
soon as
like this and a
yeah, yeah,
smile,
yeah.
like I don't hear you.
As soon as they see she's looking over, like see that she's looking at them, they're like, oh, she's looking at us, and it's like that's how every Mariah hater would be if they actually were in her presence. They would be like, like, oh my gosh. So it was a very realistic skit, and I think Mariah, did these right. I think she probably wrote these and at
I think
least
she was very
produced them,
heavily
right?
involved. I
Yeah,
remember like the payoff is later. Like I know she's in the club and she looks great, and they're talking about her. The bit I remember is they're talking about her in the bathroom restroom,
yeah,
and they're talking about rumors they've heard about her or whatever. And she comes in and she's very nice. I'm a big fan of kill them with kindness.
yeah,
So she kills them with kindness and then points out one of them's got a little something something in their teeth
yeah.
or something. And is that the final part, or did it? Because it was played at
No, that's
points throughout the
part
concert.
two. That's part two. And then part three is just about race. And she has all the different people being like, oh, Mariah's, black. No, she's white. Oh,
I
she's,
remember.
she's part Indian. With no, no, she's this. So those are the three moments. But yeah, the bathroom stall where they're talking about her and then she's in the stall. I think that's such a funny moment,
Mm.
especially for Mariah to be like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom. Like,
Yeah,
I think that was,
and not have
um,
security go ahead of her and completely clear it out and stand guard at the door. Yeah, no.
yeah,
I remember it.
yeah.
It's cute. I remember it because it's sleek, it's sexy. She looks freaking amazing. Is it a knee slapper? Is it laugh out loud hysterical? Not for me. Not for me. But
Yeah.
haven't watched it in quite a while.
They're cute moments. It was fun. I just remember when I first like got into Mariah, it was around that time, 2005, 2006, and it's like I would just watch those DVDs over and over and over. So it's something I've
Yeah.
seen a million times, but I haven't seen it in years. So it was
Yeah.
cool to check it out again.
I will save it until I go back and rewatch the entire The Adventures of Mimi DVD, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I look forward to that. All right, what is next?
Up next, we have the MTV skits,
Mm.
mainly with Jack. I don't know if you remember. It was like little commercial breaks. They had a million of
So
them.
good. So good. It was like, yeah, all
So
these like
funny.
idents and stuff. I love. Um, she walks him out to like a little grass patch outside. She's like, go ahead, do your business, nobody's looking. And of course, Snoop Dogg is the voice.
Yeah.
JJ, hurry up. Let's make this quick.
No, I can't go now. I have stage fright.
Nobody's looking at you, JJ. Trust me, you're just a dog.
Yeah,
um,
my favorite was always sneakers when she's running in her high heels and they keep
yeah.
breaking. She's like, sneakers, they even sound
Yeah.
disgusting,
And
like
then Benny
it's
Medina's right there to bring her another one, like on a tray or something, as soon as she breaks one. But I love that because she's sending herself up. Like, this is back in 2008. This is from
yeah.
E equals Einstein era, right? So she's
Hmm.
sending herself up. She's always been in on the joke.
Yeah.
She's always been in on the joke, but people don't see that. And I wish. I don't think they got. Do they get played over here? I think I watched them all online. Oh, maybe on like MTV Base or something. Any UK lambs,
Yeah.
let me know if you remember seeing any of these skits or bits and pieces on UK TV. But they were so good because there was such a collection, and some of them were just
Yeah.
like sleek and sexy.
We got the high whistle. She does the where he's like, still sounds low to me, and she keeps going higher and higher and
Yeah.
higher. Like,
I asked for a high note. My ears just vomited.
we have great vocal moments, the acoustic love story and thanks for nothing.
Yes.
Like that whole package, we got a lot of great stuff, but the skits are, yeah, very funny.
Another one I remember quickly before we move on. I remember was it I'm That Chick in the recording studio. And then he's
Yeah.
like stops and no, like cut it, cut it, cut it. It's like, okay, do you have a note? Is there a specific note you can
Yeah.
give me or something? And she starts going off on him and he just fades her out.
Kill it, stop,
I'm
please.
sorry. What? What?
I thought I heard someone choking a cat.
Okay, do you know a specific note that you'd like to sing to me so I can give that to
Listen
you?
and learn. Fooling, just like that. High. Fooling.
You're a dog. There's a tree outside. Go take a piss. I can't stand here all day. I have to.
Yeah, That's better. Much better.
So yeah, those are the MTV skits.
Love them. I'll have to post some of these, not all of them, but some of them I have to post on the Hey Lamb podcast Instagram account because they're fun. They're so fun.
Yeah, yeah, they're so funny. Next, we have Funny or Die, where she did, I believe the first one was where they made the Frito pie. I don't know, cooking, and they made the Frito pie, and Brett Ratner comes out. And then they did a bunch of Christmas ones where they did another Christmas cookie cooking moment.
Oh my god,
and they did like,
sorry.
huh?
This dragonfly has gone out. I'm so sorry. It's gone out that window, like right next to me, and it's gone around the building and come back in through that open balcony door, and it just wants to see you. I'm so right. Okay. I'm gonna live with that. Sorry. Funny or Die? Yes, I'm looking through the links you sent me as well. I'm looking through the links you sent me, and she did a few.
Yeah, she did an interview with Katie Couric about Who All I Want for Christmas Is You. It was about Santa Claus. Christmas cookie cooking, Santa audition. I remember being excited for these, and then they're okay.
What is I remember the cooking one. I remember she's in the kitchen cooking with whatever his name is, because she's got the James Packer necklace on.
Yes.
It's 2016. Yeah, and she's yeah.
Funny or Die, I believe they're just an online skit group.
Okay. So I'm looking at the link you sent me. Yeah, it's like Funny or Die on YouTube. So they just have their things. The cookie one, I think, was a good one. The Katie Couric one, like, how would you classify Katie Couric? Like, she's very famous for you guys, but over here we never talk about her. Like, who is she? Because
she's. I mean, she's not
honestly
on the level of like Barbara Walters, but she's like,
Yeah.
She's
well, what can I say over here?
I don't know her.
That's how I feel about Katie Couric. I just don't know her. We don't get her on our TV. Oh, there's another one. Mariah's cooking with someone else in the kitchen, and she's got all the diamond rings on over her gloves and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's the same person, but yeah. The one was the Frito pie, and then the other one was the cookies. Yeah.
I love it. I need to rewatch these. I haven't seen these Funny or Die ones in forever. She looks great. I just get a little I feel a tightening, a faint tightening in my chest when I look back at 2016, 2017 Mariah, and I see the James Packer necklace, and I can picture the Stella Heller era outfits and stuff, and she was under different management back then and things were different, but I just
it's a tough era sometimes to look at. It's just, it makes me a little sad, So, I haven't seen those since they aired. It was fun to watch. Are they the greatest on this list? I don't know, but Mariah's good, so.
What else have we got?
What are you gonna do? All right. Well, famous prank calls. I don't know if you remember, for Caution, she did with Blood Orange, and they prank called Christopher Buckle about doing makeup on the princess of this made-up place with all the animals. He had to do makeup on the chickens and the giraffes.
Yeah, because it starts off quite legit, and then I was like, oh my god, she's actually going to do do the dirty on on Christopher. She's going to get him up. But I guess Christopher's used to Mariah goofing around with stuff like that. It's no,
So then, then they did one on a vegan steak. They were hosting a big party at this restaurant, and she needed the vegan steak, which doesn't exist there, Then she also used to call into Nick, and I don't know if we remember the porn phone call.
No, remind me.
You don't? I don't want to talk about this on camera. No, she called in and she did her accent and talking about how it's okay for couples to watch porn. She called into Nick's radio show. You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember this one. I'm sure it will come flooding back to me, but as you describe it, I don't remember it.
She's talking like this, and how she does that accent, and she talks.
New York.
Yeah, she loves to do a prank call. I think on Mariah's World she prank called Molly. I don't know why I remember Molly's name, but
no, Molly, it was Molly, right? She's iconic. That is the poor assistant, right? And
Yeah.
she almost got tearful. Well, I think she did get. No, she did. I think she cried because she couldn't get the Apple TV to work. And if Mariah can't have an Apple TV, she can't get to sleep. And if she can't get to sleep, she can't sing. And then the world ends. It was a bit like, it was like that, and I loved it. I actually felt bad for Molly when they pranked her.
Well, I think
I
it
don't-
came out that Molly was an actress, so I don't think you should
Oh,
feel too bad
really?
about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I keep saying I'm going to go in on Mariah's world. I need educating. So maybe you're going to be part of this treacle table talk about Mariah. So she was an actress. She wasn't even a legit person.
I think
Oh,
that came out, yeah.
I didn't know that it came out, but that makes sense because I'm like, why is there a camera with her when she's finding out that she's got this job? They must have decided she's got the job and she's already signed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's making sense.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into a section called Bianca. Before we go, the next section will be interviews and such. But let's talk
right.
about Bianca a little bit.
Talk to me about
So-
your love of Bianca and
I love Bianca. When I first, I was probably in sixth grade when I fell in love with Mariah. And at first, I did not realize Bianca was Mariah.
shut up.
And I remember one day just like watching and being like, that is Mariah.
How can you look at her face? How can you look at her in the eyes? How can you look at her eyes and not just
I
get
think Christopher
Mariah?
Buckle and Mariah are just so talented that they pulled one over on me back in the day.
So what
But,
were you watching though? Were you watching like concert footage of? Because if you're watching concert footage, you've got Christopher and Mariah on stage, and Christopher's Bianca. But like I'm looking at like rainbow signing in a store, and then Mariah
Oh, I
gets pushed
love
off
that.
the chair
Yeah.
by Bianca, and but it's Mariah in a wig.
Well, that
like,
I know, but I'm saying like when I first saw Heartbreaker, it probably was on my iPod on a screen like that big, It wasn't like,
Okay,
oh, I can
yeah,
blow it
yeah.
up on my TV.
Yeah.
But then then seeing like the Rainbow Tour footage, I love that skit where she throws her off the chair. And she's sexy as hell, and this is what the poster looks like, and I don't like that. Like those sayings are in my daily sayings. But love that. Then the MTV interviews where Bianca has the bob and she's interviewing Mariah.
Yeah, I remember the back and forth. So I was listening to you saying about like the. So I go back to the concert bit quickly because I didn't go to the Rainbow concert. She had one date in London, like February I think 2000. Nath could tell me he was there. He was younger than me. How was he there? But I was a Mariah fan. But I was gonna go like by myself or with. I didn't have any Lamb friends and stuff, so I didn't go. So I don't know all of the skits and the transitions, like in and out.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan of looking at really low quality concert footage on
Yeah.
YouTube. We got some music box stuff recently,
we
didn't
did.
we? And I was like, well, and there's snippets, so that feels more accessible. But I don't
Yeah.
go and watch a whole concert. But I'm flicking through this video you sent me. I need to go back and look at it again. But yeah, so it's Mariah in the boxing ring. It's faintly in my mind. But I need
Yeah.
to go back and really.
So
really look it up.
live, yeah, I think they did the boxing on the Rainbow Tour. Mariah and Bianca boxed, and then she came out on the Caution Tour, as we all know, which I didn't get to go, which stinks because I would have loved to see that. But yeah, we've had some live Bianca moments. She's in Heartbreaker Remix, Boy I Need You, and we all thought it was Bianca dead because she crashed, but I think she's not. And then Mariah's World, Bianca's on there as well.
Yeah,
Mariah
yeah.
dresses as Bianca.
You mentioned the
Yeah, a lot of-
MTV interview where she's interviewing herself. That one I've got up now. That one I remember
So funny.
But I think when it's like a flash thing, I think like in Mariah's World, I was a little bit like, are people going to get it? Are people just going to think you're absolutely just like, what is she doing? Whereas when it's a fully planned out, realized skit, like on these interviews when it's Mariah, Bianca, and back and forth, it makes sense. I think people can see, there's like, it's a character and it's not her going off on one, like, put a wig on me and I'm adopting a different personality. Like, no, it's she's really like thought it out. And this whole gate crashed or unprepared interview is actually really clever. And that one I distinctly remember. That was a favorite.
It's fun to see Mariah poke fun at herself, Like
Yeah.
we love that. But yes, so funny. So I hope we get a lot more Bianca in the future, in videos and skits. Bring her back, you know?
I was really surprised she came back for Mariah's World because for me, obviously, it's a very heartbreaker. But then for her to come back for Boy in the Charm Bracelet era, I was like, oh okay. But then like there's a longer gap, and you're like, oh okay. And then back again, 2016. I'm like, well, it's for the nostalgia. And if she comes back again, I'll be like, okay. Like I forget about Bianca. I've got no problem with her, and I think like Heartbreaker iconic, and the promo and everything when she kept interrupting Mariah's promo, whether it's a record store signing or an MTV interview. Like there's some really really funny stuff. But I'll be honest, I kind of forgot about her until Caution.
Oh, that's what she wants you to do. She wants you to forget about it so she can come back and strike.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so who's here for more Bianca moments? Let's know. You got. I keep saying Bianca because you say Bianca, but over here, in my native accent, I would say Bianca. In fact, do you know that? Do you know our famous BBC soap EastEnders?
Kind of, yeah.
You heard of it? There's a very famous character, Bianca, and it's Bianca, like Bianca.
Well, I guess that's how you would say it then, right?
Yeah. I think some people over here say Bianca, but it's really weird because you guys all like and we're but you say Bianca because Mariah says Bianca, but like, okay, I never say the name. I don't know anyone actually called Bianca, but I say Bianca. But I've just caught myself here, keep saying Bianca because that's what you say. That's what Mariah says. So maybe she is Bianca. Over here we've got Bianca on EastEnders, and in Mariah's world, we have Bianca.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So, Tanja, but you guys listening, are you down for more Bianca/Bianca moments? Would you be down for the return of Bianca? Let us know.
I think they are. It was cool to get her on that Christmas shirt a few years ago. So it's like Mariah knows that some of the fans do. They want some more Bianca moments. So. All right, moving on. So now I am talking about interviews that are usually more comedy based. Let's start off with Friday
hold your
Night
horses
Project.
now. Oh, okay. Well, I can't. Okay, I'm going to pause you there because it is time for a break. And we're going to take the break because I can't rush Friday Night Project. We need to talk about it properly.
A great
cliffhanger. It's one of my favorite things she's ever done on British television. So I'm not going to squeeze it in before the break. We're going to take the break and we're going to tuck into the Friday Night Project when we are back after this.
For the first time on physical copy, Michael Alexander, A Warning of Light. 6 tracks pressed to clear vinyl for a limited time only. Including the unreleased song, I Want You. For more details and purchase options, visit michaelalexandermusic.com or Michael Alexander Music on Instagram. Order A Warning of Light now.
Okay, we're back. Let's do it. Friday Night Project. You get us started. What are your thoughts?
She is so confident here, and she is so funny. I think Alan Carr is one of the funniest people ever. So to have those two together is just like, actually, he's not known here. I don't think anybody knows who he is in America.
I think you guys only know Alan Carr because Drag Race fans, RuPaul's Drag Race fans, who are that invested, they've watched the British series. He's one of the two. You know, like on the US, do you watch Drag Race? Are you a RuPaul Drag Race fan?
I've seen half of it. I don't know if I've seen every single thing, but I've seen majority of it.
I just watched season 5 for at least the 10th time. I've seen all the seasons because now there's a podcast. Okay, there's so many podcasts that go with them. So now I'm going back. I'm watching the episode and I listen to the podcast. So I'm always finding different ways. I rewatched all of them in order, and then whatever. So you've got Carson Kressley and Ross Matthews, and it's always like one of them, like one's in, one's out. They're very rarely on the panel together. Usually it's like getting close for the final. And the British version does the same with Alan Carr and Graham Norton. So people that watch Drag Race, we've only had 2 seasons. The third one is coming out this autumn. So for people that watch RuPaul's Drag Race UK, they have been reminded of Alan Carr. But he's always been here. He's always been here doing stand-up comedy and tours. And the Friday Night Project was quite early days. It's a while ago. It's been a minute.
Yeah, so I just know him from these Mariah moments, and then I watched everything I could find on him because he's so funny. But yeah, he's like, I don't think anybody
I've seen him
knows
live. He's great. I've seen him live. He's so good.
Really? When did you see him?
Years ago, because he played my hometown, which is a small seaside town. But they do these smaller places that have got the theatres because they do that as like their warm-ups, right? They try out jokes and things. They have their notes, and there's a little bit, not stop-start, but it's not got like the rhythm and the flow. It's not slick. And then give it a year, and then you see a comedy special, and you're like, I heard that joke in my hometown like 18 months ago. But interestingly enough, it was the same venue I hosted my 30th birthday anniversary plans. It was the same venue, but he filled the theatre, and I took like the gallery, the veranda, I don't know, whatever. So Alan Carr and I were not at the same time, doing things. He did his comedy special on a different day. I was just in the audience. But Alan Carr, very funny. Do enjoy him. And back to Friday Night Project.
Anyway, back to Friday Night Project. It's what we want Mariah to do, SNL, and it's like this was even more interactive, I think, and we got to just see Mariah be her funny, charismatic self. But yeah, so funny. The news section always gets me, and Mariah's just like shocked at what Alan is saying. I think that's so funny. She's like, stop.
She's like hitting him like, stop it, stop it. And actually, I have spoken about of my love for Mariah's appearance in the Friday Night Project before, because we were talking about, I think it was way back when, maybe was it episode like 2 or 3, the media's mistreatment of Mariah with Dimitri maybe. But I brought it up, like we don't get to see Mariah actually as the person she is on British TV. We just get Mariah Carey. Like she's not a franchise anymore, but she kind of still realizes she's a product. Her job is being Mariah Carey, and so over here we just see and accept Mariah Carey. But then you get to see Mariah the person. You get to see she has a sense of humor, and she pre-recorded with Justin Lee Collins. He was involved in quite the scandal a few years later, so he's like cancelled.
Oh really?
Yeah. So there was Justin Lee Collins and Alan Carr and Mariah. They did a whole skit, and they're singing a song about her being a diva, and she won't do the show unless she has this and she has that. She gets carried in on like a throne or a chaise or something by little people. Like it was so fun. Like again, she's in on the joke, you guys. Like she's actually there hanging out on TV Friday night. She's wearing jeans and like she was so like touch my body era looking, so snatched, so fit. But
if you haven't seen it, you have to watch it.
Oh my god, you have to get on YouTube and search for Mariah Carey Friday Night Project. And what they do is, so Justin Lee Collins and Alan Carr are the regular hosts, but the whole premise of the show is there's a guest host. So it's, SNL. We tried our version. And everything was really popular. I can't remember how long it ran for, but I would look forward to watching it. And if it's someone you're not really excited about, like, oh, I don't like that celebrity, so whatever. I imagine much the same, for you guys with SNL. But there would be skits. She would do the Friday Night News with Alan, and that was, like you say, really, really funny. And then, did she perform? I feel like she performed Touch My Body or something.
She did Touch My Body at the end. And they also did the skit where the fan has to be wired and rats her out for being a money launderer.
Oh,
do you remember that?
I forgot. God, yeah, they got someone roped in for that. Yeah.
And that fan ratted her out. I think that is, not a lamb. I would be like, you need to get out of here right now.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, I could watch the Friday Night Project so many times. And I love the fact she's planted that seed with Alan, that she went back on
Yeah.
Is it called Chatty Man or the Alan Carr Show?
Chatty
Whatever.
Man,
His
yeah. I
Chatty
watched
Man.
both of them last night, and I've seen them both a million times, and I laughed out loud still. Like
Yeah.
that interview with him and Friday Night Project are still so funny.
Yeah, she just gets on with him. She doesn't take, him really seriously. He allows her to laugh at herself and laugh. I mean, he makes everyone feel comfortable because he laughs at himself, so you can laugh
Yeah.
at him with him. And then she just gets it. Anytime Mariah and Alan are together, I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
Yeah. It's funny because a lot of the British TV interviews coming up, a lot of them are funny. And I don't think we get that in America with Mariah that much, especially in that talk show kind of vibe. Like we don't
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, the closest thing would have been Ellen, which she did the maid skit,
That was
that was
cute.
cute. Yeah, she looked gorgeous. That
That
was
was
funny.
funny.
But yeah, I'm like looking at this list and it's a lot of British TV where she kind of
Okay.
does the
Well,
skits.
what else you got?
So yeah, we talked about Alan Carr. We love that. Her little phone sex moment. Do you remember that?
I don't know that I do.
He calls her up and he says, "What are you wearing?" And she says, "High-heeled boots and a smile."
Yeah, yeah, I do. I definitely remember it.
Anyway, we love that. Ellen, the maid incident. Then this is
That was
not.
fun because it was like a costume and because she was surprising fans. That's why I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah,
laugh out loud funny. It was like a little titter. It was, cute. But the
yeah.
fun was her surprising fans. Like on with Jimmy Fallon and the art of
Mhm.
letting go. It wasn't like that wasn't a comedy thing. It was just you think you're listening to a track, but actually she walks in the room. It was that
Yeah,
the fans are about to get gooped. Like
yeah,
they're gonna lose their shit. But that's why it's so enjoyable. But it's great
yeah,
that she does those things. I'd love to see her do more of those moments.
for sure. Um, Now this is something the Ozone with Jamie.
Oh,
Jamie,
they
what
were
is his last name?
Jamie Theakston.
And do you know, is he big over there?
No, no, God, he's resigned to like Capital FM with Amanda Holden. The whole country is in love with Amanda Holden, except for me.
Okay.
She's got the most annoying laugh on British television. She's beautiful. She judges on Britain's Got Talent. She deliberately wears overly scandalous for primetime TV dresses because then she knows she gets a few complaints. It makes the papers in the morning and stuff like that. So she's a smart cookie.
Yeah.
I think she's presenting oh my god, is it Capital FM she's presenting radio with Jamie Theakston or has been until recently? I don't know, I don't listen. So Jamie Theakston, but it would do the Ozone, which would be like a music show and there'd be
Yeah.
guests and interviews and stuff. And Mariah and Jamie, because she would be doing an album a year. I think there's a butterfly interview, there's a rainbow interview, there's a number ones interview. So every time she'd come over, they'd do the Ozone, and she'd be there with Jamie. And you look back, and it's those as classic Mariah interviews where she's like laying on the couch with like
Yeah.
her hand in her hair, like she's just not sat up, she's laid down, she's relaxed. But Mariah and Jamie were quite flirty, and that's where it's
It's
fun.
a chemistry that you just can't deny. Like those interviews are so funny. Mariah's so relaxed and so herself. And yeah, there's something there. I mean, he always brings up, who she's dating at the moment, Derek Jeter, and
Yeah,
you know, he doesn't know who these people are, and
yeah, yeah.
um, but I didn't realize because there's some radio interviews also. They've done like 7 interviews together, and I listened to all of them, and I'm like, I've heard all these before, but I just never put it together. Like they've done a lot of interviews
I
together.
I admit I forget there's as many as that, and I'm looking at this lovely, lovely email you sent me, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 links. I need to, yeah,
There's
I'm gonna
seven
enjoy
interviews
these.
with him. Yeah.
Some of them will come
Um,
screaming back to me as immediately familiar, but I
yeah.
bet there's at least 2 or 3 there that I haven't heard in some time.
Yeah. So I think there's 2 for Butterfly. There's 1 for number ones, but the Butterfly one, maybe this just was over my head, but she says they're talking about the honey video, and she's like, "Oh, they're interrogating me at the beginning because they're trying to figure out this honey thing, and I won't tell them." And I was like, "Okay, so this literally is Tommy figuring out about Derek, trying to figure it out." Like in the memoir, that scene clicked where he's like, "Well, I'm glad you have inspiration," and it's kind of like,
Yeah,
"Oh wow, this is so exactly what happened. But yeah, she talks about that. But then there's the number ones, Rainbow, and then she did
Oh, they did Rainbow. I
Equal.
forget they did Rainbow.
They did Rainbow. She's like in a blue top, and then there's E equals MC squared, radio interview, and a memoirs.
Oh,
Radio
okay. Do you know
interview
what? I
that they
don't
did.
even know if I have heard the memoirs interview.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay,
and
I need
I
to.
think the E equals MC squared one. She's like, I'm married now, Jamie. She's like, you can't act the way you used to with me.
Oh my god. I don't know if I've heard this. I need to go and
Mhm.
listen to this immediately. Right, I'm hanging up the call. No, not really. I need to go and listen to it. Wow. I think that's fun for her that there's
Yeah.
someone when I bet there's other people in other territories, other countries. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guys, in the second break, I sent the dragonfly out the same window and he's come back in from the balcony and is just sat there chilling out. Anyway, I was saying I imagine it must be fun for Mariah when she goes back to countries and territories and there's someone that she's just familiar with. Like with Alan, it's fun, and with
Yeah.
Jamie, apparently it was flirty.
Yeah. Flirty and fun. I mean, if they did 7 interviews together, like they must enjoy
Yeah.
each other's company at least, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you should go back and rewatch a lot of them because they are, they're funny, they're entertaining.
Oh, I will
Um,
for sure. Particularly
yeah,
the memoir one. Not sure if I heard it.
yeah. I think I put them in order for you. I don't know, so it should be the last one.
Yeah,
But
no,
I
I'm
think I
loving
don't
this
know.
list.
I don't know
Yeah.
if she said that in the E equals MC squared one or the memoirs one, but
Okay,
um,
all right. Well, I'll
they're
check
like
them out
10 minutes.
and
Long.
I'll give you my thoughts. Yeah, I'll DM you on Insta and I'll give you my thoughts.
Okay, so we have 2 more of this section here. We have Chums, where she played a bridesmaid. I'm not sure what Chums is, but
Oh, okay,
she's like
right.
kind of in that bluish
Yeah, that
bridesmaid dress.
lilac kind of thing. Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
cringe when I see that because first of all, I'm just not there for the hair.
Okay.
It's like not my favorite Mariah hair, and that's all I'll say. But Chums is a complete piss take of Friends. That's the whole point. So there's a Saturday more like cringy, like not is it even like kids TV? It's like was it SMTV? It was like a crappy little show. It's like just stupid Saturday morning TV. But then every week there'd be a new episode of Chums, which I think was just acted out live, and they just do it as like a skit. But they did their own
Yeah.
opening titles where they're completely, doing a parody of Friends and everything. And then this might have been the ending. It was like a really big thing, and there was like a wedding, and then people were
Yeah.
leaving. So I think the show was coming to an end. I think it just happened to coincide with Mariah's visit, and she got in on the action, and she wanted to have fun with it. And then, oh my God, what's her name? Cat Daly. No, it's Tess Daly. Cat. Oh my God, what's her name? She's not even. Is she? No, she. Okay, she does. She presents Strictly Come Dancing, our version of Dancing with the Stars, and I don't watch it. Cat. Anyway, she has spoken very, very well of Mariah since then. She's like, oh my God, Mariah Carey was like on the floor, like primping my dress, and I'm like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? She's like, you
I
have to
remember
look,
seeing
you
that,
have
yeah.
to look beautiful. You have to look beautiful. It's like a cheap, like nasty dress just for this stupid little skit. But Mariah's down on the floor, primping the dress for her and everything. That's my memory
Yeah.
of it. I like that memory of it far more than I like to look back and actually watch it because it's a pile of shit
Yeah.
Saturday TV.
Yeah, I mean Mariah's like she doesn't do much, so it's kind of you skim through, watch the Mariah moments, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Billy on the Street, which I'm counting as a comedy interview, where
Okay.
she's
Yeah.
the Queen of Christmas and he's the Hanukkah Goblin. I thought that was funny. um, but yeah, what did you think of that? Have you seen other Billy on the Streets, or do you?
I haven't seen other Billy on the Streets. I had to look up who the heck is Billy on the Street, but I think Mariah had referenced him once or something, or retweeted or whatever. I think it's something. It's you guys. It's he's yours, and you have him, and you enjoy him. And now I follow him, and now I enjoy him. But I was like, who is Billy on the Street? And as soon as
Yeah.
I saw it, I was like, okay, I get this. I get it's like brave Mariah. And I don't know. I'm like, is she too big for it? Like, is she too much of a star? Like, I'm looking at who else does he get? Who else does he have? Because actually, is it like totes appropriate for Mariah to be walking down the street. Like, does she fit the format, or is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd
He
like
gets
if I could do
everybody,
that.
yeah.
But then you look into it, and I was like, oh, no, okay, this is a thing. This is a thing.
Yeah.
So it's cute. It's fun. I find I like that they're like short, because it's very high energy, and it's, you know, I like it's cute, and I love the fact that she did something she enjoyed. It's not like, what am I doing? Like Carpool Karaoke with James Corden was like a happy accident almost, because I don't think she really knew what she'd been signed up for, or agreed to do. Because didn't she get in the car and say like, oh, I'm not singing today, and he's like, shitting kittens, as we would say, because he's like, that's the whole fucking premise, like, what am I going to do? And then coaxed her into it, and after she appeared, everyone else said yes. So I think that's like, she's like, what are we doing? Just driving around talking, okay, whatever. Whereas this, Billy on the Street, she knew what Billy on the Street was, and she was totally down to do it. And so that's where I get my enjoyment, because I'm like, I don't really know the format, Billy's new to me, but I can just see that Mariah is into it, so straight away I'm into it.
And I think, you know, they've become pretty good friends now since he was in the Christmas special. And I think he sang Miss You Most at Christmas Time on a talk show. Unless I'm mixing people up. But I think he did.
He did, you're right. Because it was random. It's very random. Not random.
Very random.
Well, we want a live performance from Mariah, not Billy. Like, it was great.
Do you think we're going to get one in the new Christmas special? Do you think we're getting Miss You Most?
I think she knows. I think she knows that we want it. And also, you know, we had all the songs we knew we were going to get, really, with the first Christmas special. I would love for her to say, write something new. She kind of said that on Twitter Spaces, didn't she, a few months back. And, you know, there's other songs to give us. Maybe we'll get a little bit of The Star. Maybe we'll get a little bit of Miss You Most. We need her to do her own little version of Where Are You Christmas.
Yeah,
you know,
I think
she
we're
can't
definitely
find
that.
She's like, I can't find the demo, where is it? But if she has I don't know if she is allowed to. I don't know how it works with that song, because she wrote it for, you know, it went to someone else. So if she's allowed to legally to, you know, do a new version now, and then, like, you know, put it out and whatever, that would be fun. That would be fun.
I also just watched when she was with Tina Fey and did the Mean Girls quiz.
I love that.
Yeah, and, you know, she said, like, oh, I'll write a song, I'll be in the movie, blah, 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 blah. I know, like, Ariana just did the Thank You Next and did the Mean Girls moment, but who knows, we might get a Mean Girls moment, you know, Christmas moment, or who knows what we can get.
Oh, my God, it would be so much fun. It would be fun.
Yeah.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
I love Mariah's love of things. I love the movie Mean Girls anyway. I mean, it's just so iconic. But I love that Mariah loves Mean Girls, and that Mariah references Mean Girls. And that Tina Fey interview was like, that's so random, and I'm here for it. You know, why not? Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. I like those two together. You know, I hope they do work together, Tina and Mariah. I think that would be cool.
Yeah. Now,
okay, the last section. Or no, are we done? What do we have? What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to say, I see what's next on your list, but we are out of time. So, the next part of the section, you guys, it's going to be the after show. It's going to be the after show. So, for those of you who are members of the YouTube channel, you get the after show. And Michael, set it up and tell everyone what we're going to talk about in the after show, because I see what's coming up on your list. Talk us quickly.
We're talking about parodies of Mariah, such as SNL, Mad TV, and even Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. Okay, I don't know if I know. Right. Okay. I remember Mad TV. Okay, so guys, we're talking about Love a Muffin, Not Insane, little sensitive, little like controversial. Like, okay, we're gonna go there. We're gonna talk about them. Gutter as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see your list. We are out of time. Well, we've got just enough time to play Spin, Pin or Bin. But if you want to get the rest of the conversation, then you have to catch the after show, which is Hey Lamb Extra Chop, and it is available as an exclusive on my YouTube channel for my channel members. So, Michael, we're going to play Spin, Pin or Bin. Are you ready?
All right, sure.
Let's do it.
Always ready.
Quick reminder of the rules. I've got every single Mariah Carey song plugged into my phone in a random generator. I'm going to hit select, and I'm going to get 3 songs. One you have to give to Spin, which is Love It, play it right now. One, you got to put in the bin, in the trash. You never get to play it again. And then you get to pin one. Like, well, it's not spin, it's not bin. I'll maybe save it for another day. So here we go. First choice is Triumphant. Doesn't belong to any album, but it is what it is. Oh, Endless Love. Old, but a classic. And close to, oh my god, close to Endless Love, Open Arms. Jeez. So two cover songs from very, very similar time, almost back to back, and Triumphant, which is a completely different vibe. So those are the choices, guys. I invite you to play along. If you're watching on YouTube, let us know in the comments. And you can play along also on Instagram as well at Heylam Podcast. So the three choices are Triumphant, Endless Love, and Open Arms. Spin, pin, or bin. Michael, what's it going to be?
It's usually when every spin, pin, or bin, it's like as you name them, I sort them. And this one, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Okay, I think I will. I think I'll spin. I'm going to spin. Oh, gosh. I like the remixes of Triumphant better, but we're not doing that. We're doing the studio version. So I'm going to spin Endless Love, pin Triumphant, and I'm going to bin Open Arms. And just because Endless Love, like that was a number 2 hit, and I love Luther. And Triumphant, Mariah wrote that, and Open Arms is a cover, so I'm going to bin it, even though it's great vocally and it's a beautiful song.
My mind is working in a similar fashion to yours because I'm like Triumphant. I like the dance mixes. The dance mixes are on a couple of playlists. The video is cute, but no, it's the regular version, audio only. It's the song. That's what we're doing. So yeah. So my spin has to be Endless Love, same as you, and I'm gonna pin Open Arms because I do like the vocal. I know it's a cover, I shouldn't write it, but Daydream albums very highly rated for me and beloved. And Triumphant, I'm gonna bin it, but not happily bin it because I do like it. If it was a dance mix, if it was one of the remixes, then it might be a different story. But okay, so that's a very quick round of spin, pin, or bin. And sadly, we are out of time. So guys, you have to get over to Heylam Extra Chop, the after show over on the YouTube channel to catch what is going to come, which is Skits of Mariah. So we've done Skits with Mariah. That's what we said we were going to talk about, and that's what we did. But if you want to get us talking about Skits of Mariah, like SNL, Mad TV, whatever. I love in your email, I just caught you put the list, you put in brackets. I'm not sure if we want to bring these up. Well, we are going to over on the after show. Michael, tell the children where they can find you online.
You can find me at Michael Alexander Music on Instagram and YouTube. And you can find my music on Spotify and wherever music is played.
Simple. C'est parfait. Merci. Thank you for joining me. Always a pleasure. And hey, let's roll straight into the after show. We'll see you there, guys.
All right. See ya there.
Bye-bye.